Apparently, Phil Jackson joked around about Shaq going to Phoenix. You know, Shaq went to Phoenix. They're going to play tonight, by the way. For the first time in a long time, as Michelle Obama would say, for the first time in my adult lifetime, I am looking forward to an NBA regular season game. Phoenix and the Lakers are playing tonight, okay? And Coach Phil Jackson threw a dig at O'Neal and said Shaq's role will be, quote, taking the ball out of bounds and waiting for the other team to get back. Since Shaq is slow and he can't keep up with Phoenix's run and gun style. So they asked Shaq about that, and Shaq said, without smiling at all, completely straight face, yeah, he's a jokester. That's funny. Very funny. Ha ha. Very funny. See, here's the thing, right? There's some chance that Shaq doesn't have anything left and he's going to get injured, or even if he doesn't, he's not going to be able to run up and down like Phoenix wants him to, right? But I wouldn't poke the bear. I wouldn't do it, okay? Because there's some chance he was dogging it because he thought this Miami team's going nowhere. But now that I got a shot at another championship and I could beat Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant and the Lakers to get there, let's rev that diesel back up, okay? And Shaq is saying, hey, listen, I know when my teammates are working hard and they got an ethic, work ethic that I believe in, and I could smell a championship. And he's like, I think that's the situation we got here. He says, look, of course, he could be wrong, and we'll have to see. And he said, look, I'm like one of those senior advisors. I'm like that kung fu master that the kids come to in all the kung fu movies that you see. The guy with the long beard, right? And Steve Nash is super excited. He says, look, man, I think we're going to do it with Shaq, and we're going to have the right chemistry and the right team, and I think this is the answer. So it's good that Steve Nash is excited. Anyway, Shaq says, look, the other reason that you run up and down the court is if somebody gets you the ball. He's like, if somebody doesn't get you the ball, then what's the point of running up and down the court? And by the way, having played a lot of basketball in my life, I know it's just silly pickup basketball, but it's true. If somebody doesn't pass you the ball, you lose all incentive to run up and down the court. But if you got a good passer, you keep running and running because he keeps getting you the ball where you need it to get it. And there ain't no better passer in the league than Steve Nash. Man, you get Shaq, if he starts running and Steve Nash is passing to him, I wouldn't poke the bear. I wouldn't do it. Now, J.R. Jackson, who in their right mind isn't going to be rooting for Shaq to kick the shit out of the Lakers?
Lakers.
Other than the Lakers.
Well, yeah, of course everyone is. But you know what? I've said it many times. I'm a big hater of the Lakers. I'm beginning to at least respect Kobe.
Yeah,
because
I feel you.
I think he's easily the best player in the league. But of course I'm rooting against the Lakers. Come on, I still don't like the team.
No, I don't like the team, and I don't necessarily like Kobe. But I have always respected Kobe. I always thought he was the best player in the league. Always. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, but given the cocky Lakers, and, I mean, you just got resurgent. I mean, all of a sudden you're pretending like you're champions of the world. I mean, you barely put this team together and put together a decent, winning record.
I mean, we already saw it happen when he left the Lakers. People were saying, oh, Shaq's fat, he's out of shape, he can't do it no more, he doesn't even care. And what does he do when he goes to Miami? In a couple years, they've won a championship. The man's running again. When he was introduced in Miami, people were talking about that. I heard Laker fans talking about, man, he was never that much in shape when he was here. Yeah, because he was sick of what was happening. He's as bad as it sounds, he's a temperamental dude. And that's what triggers him. That's what lights a fire in him.
No, you're right. And you know what? There's no question that the daddy is a bit of a baby. Okay. That being said, don't poke the bear, because that's when he gets in shape, and that's when he runs up and down and wins championships.